when you look at Steph Curry and you just look at what he has done in this league, I think he might be one of the greatest players to ever play the game. We know he's the greatest three-point shooter we've ever seen. It's the purest shooter we've seen, whether it's 3 points or just 15-foot mid-range jumpers. He's the best we've ever seen. But when you give him guys, support people to put around him, you put Peyton, you put, I can't even remember the young kid's name. I can't even think of his name right now. But when you put the support system around him and he can dish, and he doesn't have to be the main feature scoring guy on the team, you got Jimmy Butler. Ever since he's joined this team, their defense has been phenomenal. And he knows how to win. Anytime you have a Jimmy Butler and a Steph Curry on the floor together, victory is imminent. Victory is imminent. So I don't think, we're going to see anything other than the Golden State come back, and I think they're going to give it a strong fight, but I don't think that they can get past OKC. I really don't. I just think that that's a hard battle to win. Now, another series that I thought was a great game. I think this was probably the most compelling game of the evening, and that would have been the Houston, not the Houston Rockets, but the LA Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. Oof. Even though the Nuggets didn't play well, they did not play well. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, they played a hell of a game, and they led for the most part of the game. But you know what? That championship pedigree, again, comes through with the Denver Nuggets. They played their ass off coming to the fourth quarter, and you know what? They did what was necessary. They took the game where it needed to go, and they got a victory. I think, though, I think tonight we do see the Clippers come back and get a victory. I think it's a necessary victory. I think that's going to be probably the best series of the NBA playoffs. That's my take on the NBA right now. And I wanted to save some time because I need to get into this Shedeur Sanders. I need to get into this draft, where he's going to fall. But I need to holler at a couple of folks that I heard on, just trolling on the YouTube and things like that. Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharpe, they're creating this conspiracy that people are plotting against Shedeur. And I don't want to make it a black and white thing, because it's not. Shedeur is arrogant. Shedeur is sending red flags when he's going into the interviews. And everybody's saying, well, you loved him 3 months ago. What has changed? 3 months ago, the NFL teams were still having their season. They were still preparing for the playoffs, and they were still taking care of the jobs that they needed to do. Now they've had time to do interviews, review, look at film, talk to people around the leagues in the NCAA, and they get a background check on all of these guys. To me, Shedeur has been one of these kids that if you listen to him, he sounds like he's entitled. He hasn't done anything in the league yet. He hasn't done a damn thing, and you wonder why his stock is dropping. I think it's because he's arrogant and he believes that he has a place in the league. And just because his father played, I don't care if your father played and your father's got 3-4 Super Bowl rings. I don't care if he has a Super Bowl MVP. I don't care what the accolades that your father has. Those are your father's accolades. Your father is his own man. You have to grow into your man and your own man and get your own accolades on your dime.